ding dang, my dang along ling long. When you squeeze your eyes tight as hard as you can, and just before you pass out, the darkness explodes in a burst of colours. Well, that's what it felt like the first time I experienced the art of Toto Lara. And after I picked myself up off the floor, we introduced ourselves and discovered compatible communicative skills and many a mutual obsession. This was at Ravenheart Horror Film Festival, where Toto was the official artist in residence. Over the next few days, I missed several gore flicks on the agenda as we explicated further on the art of darkness. Oh, the horror. The horror. So grab a tentacle, dear peruser, and join Outstriders on a journey through an iridescent gallery of brilliant nightmares, meticulously conjured from a mind at one with the phantasmagorical. And if you do pass out, don't worry, it's not a coma. There are no borders between us, only frontiers to explore, no hinterlands to conquer. Oceans are but a distant shore. Outstriders leap from frame, gutting pain from every loss. No trenches dug divide us, only thresholds yet to cross. Welcome one and all to Outstriders Podcast Undercover. We're sneaking through the streets of Oslo like ninjas of love. And here today with us, we've got the master of art and darkness, but only if darkness, because we've done 50 Shades of Grey, it's been whipped to death. So now's the time to look beyond Sin City. Yeah, I'm looking at you, red and black. That's the easy way out. But just imagine stuffing a chameleon up Frank Miller's arse, and then I think you get an explosion of colour. And I'm not just talking about rainbows. Oh no, there's a crock of gold and something else at the end of this one. So we are here to greet and meet Ninja Undercover Artist Extraordinaire, Toto Lara. Booyah! That was a one take. Yeah, how you doing, mate?
Here we are.
We're here. Oh, thank you for inviting us here, mate.
You're welcome, thank you to have me in this podcast.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to see what is coming after this. So let's do it.
Yeah, we all are. That's how we feel.
Views. So much orders, everything. You will sell out now.
Yeah. Oh my God. Where we will go then? Bahamas.
Hell yeah. That's the next location.
Yeah, well, we got to do Caribbean holidays.
Yeah. We got to do Bergen first, I'm afraid.
Let's go to Beyond the Gate first, and then we can.
Yeah. And then we go way beyond the gates.
Way beyond the gates.
Yeah. So we met at Ravenheart Film Festival. So shout out to Kai and all the cool people at the coolest film festival in Norway. And you were the resident artist at Ravenheart. This is the second time, I think.
The second year in the role. I've been working with them. I've been creating the concept of the poster, and it's the image they use to promote the festival 2024, and this year 2025. So I'm looking forward to work in 2026.
Yeah,
I don't know. Adam,
yeah.
You know.
Okay, yeah, but it's a good idea. He's done some more paintings. So, and I must say, the poster, it was a mix of Edgar Allan Poe on acid, kind of. Back, ancient history, it was all in black and white, right? But then as soon as colour comes around, so that's what I felt like, that it was something Gothic that had been recreated, reinterpreted with your vibrant use of colours. Yeah. And but that was a process, wasn't it? So you're going to bring us down to earth, mate? And
not yet.
Right, okay.
We are flying
we're
like
doing
a
well.
raven.
Yeah, we're flying well. So your processes, that's taken some years as well. So you started as an architect?
Yeah, I started as a kid.
Yeah.
Then as an architect.
Or Lego.
Yeah, actually, my design career, because I think architect is an artist, of course. He's a frustrated artist.
A frustrated artist.
A lot of the times, yeah, because I am from a country when you have to choose what to study, they will not let you study art, for example. So a lot of the people who want to study art will finish in the architecture school. What is amazing. I love architecture. I really enjoy to work as an architect. But 10 years is enough. When I believe in the changing of the reality of my life. My life was sitting in an office, designing houses, new buildings, restorating buildings. But I was always inside an artist. So I always want to become an artist. And actually, my first exhibition I made during my study process in the architect faculty.
Faculty, yeah.
In Concepcion. That is my city. I am from the south of Chile.
Oh, that's way down, isn't it?
Yeah, not that way down, but it's maybe 7 hours driving south from Santiago. It's the second biggest capital. It's like the capital from the south of Chile. It's the second biggest city in the in Chile.
Right.
2 million and a half people live there.
Yeah.
It's a university city, super cool. They call my city like the Liverpool from Chile because all artists, musicians, writers, grow up there. So
all the good ones.
Too many universities there, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like the Bergen of Norway. Yeah. And so you grew up there. And in a vibrant city, so all the inspirations of people was a bit sort of bohemian. There were a lot of artists there, and I suppose you met some frustrated artists at the architecture school as well, and maybe even more frustrated.
He was one. I was the first one.
And the most frustrated, there'd be the teachers there that didn't even make it in architecture or art.
Yeah,
but good teachers.
Now you're poking the bear there.
Yeah. To talk about the teachers there, but I can talk about. I have good memories of Bascur. Juan Pablo Bascur was my first boss also. Janko Bugueño, he teach me very well because in the architecture school in Chile, I don't know how it's here, but it's very focused in the design. It's very poetry.
Yeah.
So everything is about the feelings, the emotion, how you perceive the space. So that is something beautiful as a student, as an architect. Well, in the reality, everything changed. You have to sell square meters. Yeah. But all that process to be educated as an architect was fascinating for me because you are very connected of where is coming the sun, which is the color dominate an area, where is the green area, where is the sea, the wind, and so it's a lot of elements you use in the design, in the composition of the things, because it's like you take you make analysis of all of this, and then it's coming the form of the building.
Yeah.
So until that point, I love architecture, and I remember Janko Bugueño and Baskur because they was the crazy architect with the hair like that's white and just speaking about this have to look like a spaghetti, this have to look like something crazy.
Salvador Dali type
so
of
that kind of a school was the architecture. Is the architecture in Chile?
Yeah.
I don't know very much here because I don't have the experience to study here. I just have the professional experience here in Norway to work in an office and make reality the projects of the customers, So it's more like it's very so you get a little bit frustrated. I get a little bit frustrated because all that creativity go to the earth.
It'll never work as a lavatory, mate. No one's going to be able to sit on that.
Of course, if you work in Snoeta or in dark architecture or these big companies, yes, but I was not. I was in a little company.
So you didn't have many jobs doing the opera kind of thing. And,
no. But we make some cool houses with some nice clients. So we have some cool projects, but was in 10 years, maybe 5, when we make 100, so it's not that much the proportion.
So what on earth made you leap from that safe, if somewhat predictable job, but with still challenges in many ways, of course? So what made you take that giant leap from that into the crazy lucrative world of being your own artist and making your own things that aren't reproductions of still Leben landscapes or something?
How was the process, the transition?
Yeah.
It's a lot of things there. But I was just not happy. I have everything. Actually, I always say to my friends, I was married in that time. I have a good job. I live in Barum, whatever. But I was not happy. So when you are not happy, you have to do a change.
Yeah.
And then is when I start to prepare this change. I say, okay, I always want to be an artist, and I always been having visualizations in my head, crazy dreams. I always draw. And from I was a kid, I always been selling drawings. From the school, I was in the school when I have 10, 11 years old, I draw all the first page of my and the other students, and they pay for me. So I start to
doing portraits of your classmates
or copy of bands, covers. So normally in the book in Chile, when you write the class, you have cleaned the first page, and that first page, the other student give it to me. So I start to make some little money to buy chocolate or to buy candy. So sometimes I think, my friends say, you in the beginning start with the business ability. I say, of course, that is the goal. But then, of course, during the career also I have doing my first exhibition, Schizophrenia, and then when I come to Norway, I have the opportunity to start to do some portraits, some work, and I start to make income. Still never as the architecture, because it's completely different economy. But I can do what I really love. It's something that's coming from here. I am my own boss. My time is the freedom. In the end, it's the freedom. The freedom to do what you love. And just use the time in something you want to create with no one's put you limits or rules. And of course, and then of course, all that transition is, I quit the architecture. As I say to my friends when they say, "But you're an architect," I say, "I was an architect." I was.
So were they saying, "Well, you're crazy"?
It's taking now maybe 7 years, 6 years, 6 years from when I quit something like that. But I lost the point about the question. How was the transition? I was not happy, and then I just decided. I say, okay. But I remember my brother one time saying me, when you don't find a sponsor or you don't find something to finance your things, do it in your own. He was very serious, and my brother is smaller than me, 3 years.
Okay.
And then say, oh, of course, Toto, you're an architect. Say, Mono, make your career, make your dream happen. And then I say, yeah, I will do that way.
Yeah.
So then I was saving money, and then here I am, working. I live 100% from art, but I combine. I do. Of course, you have to be very creative because it's one thing is the art as a painting, as an original, but then you have the possibility to do like I do 30 reproductions.
Yeah.
But then exploring in the comic, then exploring in the merch, like the T-shirts. Then it starts to happen the things alone. You know, it's like collaboration with this girl who do clothes. So then when you plus all the little niche, you already participate. You can make your economy, but you have to be creative and you have to really. Sometimes they think to live as an artist or to make the life as an artist is, as an artist.
Yeah.
You work 24 hours.
Yeah, it never stops.
Yeah, and no one counts you the hours you are thinking, overthinking. You go to sleep with the idea, you wake up and say, that is the sketch. No, tomorrow I have to be another color.
Yeah.
So all that is work.
Yeah, it is.
It's always here.
It is. So you're like, as an artist, you have to be like a human centipede and wear so many shoes and everything and that, and always be on the lookout because you're always aware. There's a part of your mind. I mean, I wake up with a cool word or something in the middle of the night, or from a dream or anything. But with your visualization, they say that a picture is worth more than 1,000 words. So, well,
maybe
to some.
So there's a lot of words though, so I'd have to write. But they're big pictures, and there's at least 1,000 words I could use to describe virtually everything I've seen here today.
So how long did it take you to build up the courage and curiosity to make the change from being employed as an architect and then to like, I'm doing this on my own?
I always wanted that, but of course when they don't let me study art, my parents, my sister already studied architecture. So he said, why you don't study something like architecture? My sister was like, okay. But then when I get my job here, I was working from Chile actually 1 year, design from there, but then I come living here. I always do art beside. I always do logos or whatever concept of something to design.
Yeah.
And I always focus in my dark way to design things. So in one moment when I think I was here, maybe I was working as an architect 10 years, but I was preparing this 3 years before. Saving.
Yeah.
Because I always was thinking when I have this conversation with my brother, I say, okay, if I save 3 years, I have this quantity of money. What can make me in a line time 5 years to take the risk?
Yeah.
And I do it like that. So, and everything happened, a lot of things. I quit the architecture. I don't study the full art career as an academy because you as an architect, you have already 7 years or 6 years of background where you are mastering all kind of perspective, composition, 3D dimensional things. Then I just focus, I choose a great school, what is Einar Granum. It's a FAG school, and I focus in color theory and anatomy. Just to understand the form of the human body, the relationship of the human body, not with architecture, with the paintings. And then take me these 3 years, and then when I get accepted to this FAG school, then I quit. I say, there. And also in the same time I get divorced. So I was me and me.
Yeah.
So that was the most important for me.
Yeah.
When I start this journey alone. Because I know will be
up and down.
Artist life is like that.
Yeah.
And when you're alone, it's easy.
And in the initial stages, was your brother actually like essential for you to a little bit push you that direction, or you had that engine within yourself?
I had the idea, but what was, I always remember, I believe a lot, I listen a lot what the people say, and I don't think the words come for nothing. In the life, every little detail I take with a lot of
caution.
Yeah,
like there can be some inspiration behind it.
It's because for something or the things happen with me, and then when I start to live the life like that, I laugh about everything. If it's a problem happens, I say, okay, how I will solve this now. But I have that energy to don't get angry anymore. So because it's a game, life is a game. You have to play. I decide to play as an artist. This is my game now. But I don't know what will happen in the future, but I think that is the beautiful way when you start to understand the life. You can do a lot of changes. Or okay, now I want to be an artist. If you are frustrated in one work, I have a lot of friends. They are, but they keep in the comfort zone because they're so afraid to jump to the abyss. How you say?
Yeah.
But when
they are not outstriders.
Well, it's the whole outsider thing, isn't it?
Yeah. But that is beautiful when you learn. You go and you are in the hole and you go out one time. Then the second time is easy to go out. The third time is easy because I've been in the hole all the time.
When they go,
but you know the way to go out.
Exactly.
So to be afraid.
Yeah. I mean, when they go low, we below.
We've been discussing lately, like what is necessary to do that first step, or to go
transition
that, a little bit new way. Like, is it curiosity or is it courage?
Courage. Or what was the other one? Communication. No, was it?
No.
I think it's a lot of
cojones. That's
cojones
courage.
can be cojones because it's something you don't know what will happen. So is you have to experience.
Yeah.
But I think it's the curiosity.
Yeah.
To see what is there. And of course, you can be a little bit afraid, but you still go there because you want to try, or maybe you are not happy where you are. It's just like that.
And if you think about it, like, I don't know, at least I feel this way, but there's many people like that. Like, you have experiences in your childhood, and when you are like naturally drawn to certain, I don't know, to
that's
sport.
A good one. Naturally drawn to art. Yeah.
To either sport or something like artistic, either music or what you are spending the most time on. Like if parents are gone, right, you are home alone, like what will you do? And you're like, I don't know, like Cato, right? And then there you can see that natural talent of yours, like and if you are courageous enough and if your surrounding environment in these early stages doesn't kill it in yourself, or you keep it within your soul, right? Then you have a chance in life to bring it back to life, as you described. Like, even though maybe your parents or your surrounding didn't support the idea, like, oh, you can be an artist, but that engine was still inside you, right?
No, but this is 100%. True, because it's our soul, it's what we are, is what we love. What I love is for me to paint, to draw, to transport all this imaginary world. Sometimes it's not imaginary for me because it's so close to the reality. I lost the limit of the reality on Unreal. So that line, I learned how to live with that and to force to don't make a line sometimes.
Yeah.
The line between like a genius and crazy.
But it's more. It's that, and it's also how to discover. This is of course very psychedelic, but I will say how to travel between dimensions without losing this perception. This is one reality dimension, but all the others are here happening, and then you jump there, take elements, and that is, for example, when I was a kid, I have all these weird dreams, almost nightmare. But then when I talk with my grandmother, she talked very calm and say me, "Don't be afraid, use it, use it." And she say me, I say, "How use it?" Use it, drawing, describe us what you see. Everything is in your head, she said me. And then I understand, okay, it's beautiful if you go like a fairy tale version. It's like to create a bridge and then go there,
Take the treasure.
take my raw materials, put it here and start to draw, and then it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And but that is something I have it inside, and I have to show it. Before it was more like me, but now I really love the people. I remember Simon asked me, "Can you describe your work?" And I say to him, "No, you describe my work." Why? Because I don't want to focus no one to say what I see or what happened here. I want you have that conversation with the painting, because then the painting is alive. So she or he will tell you complete different things what they tell to me, and then I learn of something I create. So then I get, "Wow, my God, it's really produced that of you, and really you go to that trip." And sometimes it's the same place. So then it's
Then
not
you
hallucination. That
No,
place exists.
not if we all can see it. Then it's no longer it's
then you
mutual.
probably went to the place of some type of archetype within the human psychology of the common conscience. The Jungian archetypes but I see it like many people can see the similar things, and that's what I think drives the culture. That's why we develop these institutions and so on and so on. Because
the lunatic asylums, the people, to put the worst people.
Also.
Yeah, also.
But I mean, like this inspiration, and this is like ideas I heard from Rogan and from his podcast.
Who?
That maybe
He's losing subscribers.
The development of the human psyche was boosted by this mushroom, the psilocybin, and
or maybe not. Maybe before the society create the institution to raise us or to educate us in the way they think they have to raise us, we evolve our brain in all these aspects. The mushroom, like as you say, or psychedelic natural drugs has been using from the natives to get other state and have a communication with, how they say, God or
the ether, the Akashic plane library. There's so many words for it.
The planets, like the animals, the plants. So,
you are definitely more in connection with like all these hallucinogenic
than psilocybin,
substances. Like,
don't do shrooms all the time.
They put you in a more at ease and more in a communication vibe,
but that is when you use this kind of
and this is also what you're describing, like that as an artist you can even enter this state without substances.
The brain.
That is the point. Because I think when you teach your brain, or maybe we are not equals. That is a lie when we say we are all equals. We are not equals. Some people have more capacity to have more feelings. Or some people can sing. Some people can have this connection with other places. I don't know. They evolve whatever kind of aspect of your brain in a different way. So, but I think everyone have the capacity, and if you teach these capacities, through the meditation, through the, I don't know, if you use some medicines or whatever, it's a tool to get there. But I think all of us, in a natural way, we can do it. It's like they say Alejandro in Spanish, Jodorowsky, and what I really love when he say he want to make a movie where the people go to see the movie and he have the same effect than with the LSD without using LSD.
Yes.
And he make it.
Yes.
And he make it because he understands very well the brain, and of course he studied Jung or Freud.
Yeah.
You mentioned out there the psychoanalysis, because it's very important and it's something we really don't understand is how our brain works.
And the perception of each individual.
And the brain produces, for example, DMT that gives lucid dreaming. So some people could have a higher amount of DMT in their brains, and the nightmares go on.
Who's the dreamer?
I'm looking at some of our crew over there. Yeah, lucid dreaming. I wish they weren't, but they're so real that they almost become like memories. I can think back to some of my nightmares, and it's like it happened last week. Kind of thing, but just a quick shout out to the funny thing about Jodorowsky and his visions. I mean, he's known for creating the greatest movie never made, because he worked on Dune. And the artwork.
He made the best Dune.
Yeah, that was never made.
It's more iconic like that.
Yeah, it looked really good. Oh, that would have been excellent.
Great, this Holy Mountain, like Topo.
Yeah.
That is.
So imagine the perception. It's one thing to have all these crazy thoughts and weird dreams, but it's another thing to manage to acquire the technical skills to be able to do it. And but I guess the architecture thing is, if you look at the great masters, they were all mathematicians in a way. They were all the way the 1500s, the century, 16th century, and the Renaissance and everything, they discovered the vanishing point, for example. You have to have that. So it was all mathematical, sacred architecture, alignments, and so there's a lot of math involved. That's why I'm a writer. But
like, if you think about like mathematics, like it's always projection. It's always like. It is imagination.
It's abstract, isn't it?
It is abstract.
Yeah. It's completely abstract. The thing the mathematic, I think, give you is an organized formula to create something. Where you have it's like the music, the modulo, and then you have the triangle, you have the circle, you have the rectangle, whatever, and everything is regarding of numbers and proportion of numbers. Then you, of course, if you get a square here, how I compose this square, you cut it in pieces, you put diagonals, but then it's the same how when you design architecture, you put a lot of axes, and you start to create a system, a matrix, and from that matrix where you have a lot of axes and elements, you start to compose something there and will be complete. It's nothing miss. Everything depends on the other thing.
You create the matrix.
Yes. And it is comprehensive, and that's important. That it's definite. Like if you want to create something, you have to have the clear picture of it before you start, and then you can't miss anything because
you have a skeleton. It's like the skeleton, and that is because.
And that's also true.
I cannot place eye here because they will be floating. It's not in the proportional weight. So, but you understand that also. All that concept you understand studying theory. Even if before I don't like that master theory, it help a lot to understand. Then when you understand the theory, you can destroy the theory. Because then you know in which way you can destroy the theory. And make something still harmonic. That is when you create a chaos. You have to organize the chaos to break and create this. You have in architecture, you have the deconstructivism. I jump a little bit here, but for me it was fascinating for Zaha Hadid, Peter Eisman, Danny Levensky. They are master in the deconstructivism. So before you have the architecture, the very rational architecture, where you have Le Corbusier or the classic Team T. They celebrate the architecture new rules in Netherlands, and it's coming a group of vanguardist architects.
The Bauhaus.
No, this is the TikTok, because Bauhaus is a little bit different, but Bauhaus is still rational.
Yeah.
But the constructivists, they say no. We want angles. We want architecture. They are very.
Yeah.
They're brave.
Yeah. How does
then you have this triangle where what happens is nothing. It's the perception of the triangle.
Yeah.
And the window have to be like the Jews Museum in Berlin from Daniel Levensky.
Yeah.
But you have the master for me, Zaha Hadid. She's from Iran. She died. She have a British in architecture, but she creates some weird forms like sculptures.
Yeah.
But the trees complete the perception of the architecture very functional and rational to something complete chaotic, but harmonic and still functional inside.
Yes.
So, but they do that when they understand all the base of what is the architecture or how you design something.
Yeah. How do you think someone like Gaudi fits into it? Because he seems to have mixed, because there is a functionality kind of to his things, but it looks like a bowl of fruit you're living in,
it's functionality.
It is.
Architecture have to be functional. It have to be functional because they have to solve the problems.
There is a practical
of the building necessities.
Yes,
But
within the limits.
And Gaudi, he's a master, of course.
Yeah.
Because you can imagine a building like that. Now it's impossible. How much cost first? How many years of work?
Nobody will do it.
And then no one will do. But it's a piece of art because he created this. What is that?
I think it's a fly fan.
Yeah, it's a fly fan from the window.
Yeah.
So there's about Gaudi. Gaudi actually was. I studied Gaudi. I have to do some works from Gaudi, Sagrada Familia.
Yeah.
I remember I copy. I draw big, of course, copy from a book, but in big. In that years I studied in the years when we don't have computer, we design everything by hand. That helped a lot.
Yeah.
In this, and how help us to the skills you mentioned was 5 years where the first 3 years every day in the plastic composition class, you have to come every day with 20 croquis, 20 sketches from different spaces.
Yeah.
I don't know, macro spaces, micro spaces, transition spaces.
Yeah.
And then you put everything in the wall.
Yeah.
And it's coming the t-shirt.
Yeah. So it is the constant work. Yeah.
Yeah, and in my country the t-shirt are brave.
Or is that
bad? You will cry. And what are you doing? What are you doing here studying architecture? You don't think you have to study another thing?
Yeah.
They're very bad.
Yeah, was that sort of a Pinochet architectural school times, or it's just afterwards?
More German. German coach in the
There's
football.
a lot of Germans in Chile, isn't there? Yeah, they're in Argentina. Yeah,
but that helped a lot because.
Yeah.
After 2 months, everyone is very
You
clear
take
about
it
how
seriously.
Oh my God, they had to draw not 20, they had to draw 40 because I don't want to be in shame with all my other 40 students who the teacher will just broke your...
Call it, this, dear class, is the work of an imbecile.
But then they make
child.
They make us to draw a lot with by hand. All the time a lot, do a lot of art and craft models with wood. So I am the generation who I remember when I had to go to the master 1 year before they start to teach us ArchiCAD, who was, it's coming this program, you can design everything. So was all the years just designing this all architecture table. What is fascinating is like, but they use too much space of the room. It's like, that's helped a lot the architecture to how to learn how to draw.
Yeah, so the spatial understanding, and because then it gives you the idea of you can understand the depth and perspectives and the various perspectives of a painting and the vanishing point. Yeah,
that's what we will do with this.
Yeah, I can't kill it, mate.
Come on, kill it.
I'm a militant vegetarian.
Put some spray.
Yeah, no, but if it lands on me, it'd be self-defense.
Yeah, we have the first one.
Might be a fairy. But some of your another element is combining organic materials. So you have mineral, vegetable, animal. What am I? You got the igneous surfaces, rock textures and everything like that. But mixing the flesh with machinery. Shout out to Geiger, of course. Xenomorphs would have looked crap without him. And you mentioned a Polish.
Beksinski. Beksinski is very important in how I evolve my painting, because in the way he blend the colors and in the way he represent the dystopian paradise or landscapes.
It looks more like classical stuff than Geiger kind of.
It's more classical than that, because he paint more classic than Geiger, and actually it's different technique. Geiger used the airbrush. And the thematic of Geiger is more like the machine raping the flesh. And create all these incredible images. But actually, both they was working as an architect before, so they understand very well the like you said, the three-dimensional, the space. So I think that is a plus, because you understand the space, you understand the scenario before you create something. So you know what to put something very far away or close or whatever. But I discovered Geiger when I was a kid, actually, maybe 10, 9 years old. And it was fascinating. It was an article, and I see Lee 1 or Lee 2 as a picture. And then I start to just create the same images as he do. And then later, much later in a trip to Krakow, I discover Beksinski. But Beksinski is something new in my life, like maybe 6 years ago. But Geiger was always there. And then I've been visiting Geiger Museum several times, because I have good friends from the childhood living in Neuchâtel and also in Zurich. So I have a very close relationship with the museum, and also with the people who are related of Hans Rudi.
His family.
No, I have the opportunity to meet, for example, now it's the director, Sandrita Vereta, so where I can go deep of his work, know more about the technique, the process of how he works. I also meet Carmen one or two times, but also it's a lot of artists who are in the group, more like artists who always show there, and I have the opportunity to meet them, and then of course you go deep to know more his work and pass hours in that. I don't know if you've been in Geiger Museum just to see the
I haven't,
paintings, because it's completely different than to see it in this book. Then really face them and say, what the fuck, this guy is amazing. There is it, the microphone.
But as long as he doesn't...
But there is more of them, probably.
Well, that's the same bastard. I recognise him.
Why
he's got a limp.
Where is the comment that left?
Somebody opened the window.
From the window.
But and also, you did. I was at an exhibition. I've been to some Dali exhibitions as well, and he also has that element, like the floppy clocks and everything, sort of mixing even more of a dreamscape. Well, I guess Geiger would be a nightmare landscape, dystopia. That is it. Both are surrealism. Of course, Geiger is more focused in dark landscape, and Dali is more like happy surrealism. But if you go about the technique, I really don't like that much Dali. I think Dali is also a little bit boring. It's like the same.
But Geiger is more interesting because when you see a work from him, you discover and discover and discover things, and you never stop. And then if you put the work like this or like this, and then you say, what the fuck is this? And that I feel fascinating with Dali, because I am a person also, my head is always like too many ideas, and when I want to put idea, I like to create a painting where you can always, it's like a little movie, and you put it there, and then you start to look and discover things and feel things, so that make more dynamic the piece of art, and more dynamic.
Alive.
More alive.
Yeah, we don't have time to be bipolar. We're multipolar.
But Dali, I don't want to say that is something personal, but he's a master.
Sure.
He's a master anywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And was it Velasquez or the...
Velasquez, Goya.
Yeah,
they're Spanish.
The Goya stuff. That is almost like the grotesque again in a way. Sort of
in the dark paintings of Goya.
Yeah.
Because he had that period of time when he made the las pinturas negras, in Spanish, the dark painting, where he started to really represent the reality of the Spanish country.
Yeah.
Where they don't have nothing to eat, they was in war.
There's a lot of inbreeding. I saw a documentary on inbreeding in the early 1900s in Spain. So there was some scary ass freaks down there at the time.
It's fantastic. It's curious because when he showed these paintings the first time in Paris, he didn't sell nothing. But then, of course, Goya is one of the most important. And actually, in the 1800 years, Goya do the same Black Sabbath do, but through the paintings. Because he transmit the same very heavy metal feeling through the paintings. Yeah. So that is, I always make a relationship if I want to with the music. Yeah. This Goya was the Ozzy Osbourne from the painting in that period, probably one of the other artists, because what is he doing?
Yeah. Huh. Oh, that's interesting.
It's interesting to study Goya. Yeah. And Velázquez is of course is more technique, more classic. Yeah. I love Velázquez. Also, it's Spanish. Also, the Spanish like the Russians have amazing.
Yeah, they done a lot.
But I love the classic. Like for me, the best when the people ask me, which is your favorite artist from Norway? Odd Nedrum.
Right. He can draw a hand.
He can draw everything.
Yes,
he just wants to draw or paint what he wants. His thematic. But because all the skills, how he create all these atmospheres is so close to Rembrandt. I love Caravaggio. Caravaggio, he was crazy.
Oh yeah, I think most of them they went a bit loopy, didn't they? They went a bit.
They went on the edge.
Where
they were
living on the edge.
balancing.
Yeah. They were the lemmings that ran over the cliff and landed on an eagle that took them up into the heavens. Yeah.
And so it's curious when you go in times how artists lived before, how we live now.
Yeah.
Because to be artists before, maybe when it was me, I don't know, Brunelleschi, Da Vinci.
They all died young.
But they have a good standard of life because they have this big project. They work in the same level than the architecture of the sculptures because they have a lot. They focus a lot in the ornaments in the city, so they have a lot of work.
Yeah.
Now it's everything more simple.
Yeah, functional kind of. Where would you place someone like Hieronymus Bosch? Because that is world building as well, isn't it? It's just I love the details and that in it.
Sorry,
Hieronymus Bosch.
Hieronymus Bosch.
He does the hell landscapes where some naked peasant with the head of a bird is.
This is who made the
Garden of Eden. Garden of
the
Delights and Arcane.
He's amazing. He's fascinating how he created that masterpiece.
Because the Dutch have a lot of good artists as well, don't they?
Dutch, of course. As my favorite, but because he write a book is Albert. Josef Albert. He actually he's coming from the Bauhaus. We talk about a little bit from the Bauhaus in the after the First or Second War. I don't remember, but he wrote this book, The Theory of Color of Josef Albert, and he was very important for me when I to understand the color, interact with the color, depend of the color you put beside.
Because that was also a big transition for you, wasn't it?
For me, that color theory.
Yeah.
Before I not just color. I was black. I'm blue. This kind of palette, very Geiger, because it was so inspiring in Geiger. And if I want to create something dramatic, I use the blood.
Yeah.
So that was my recipe for everything. Was work, but work for one group of audience.
Yeah.
But then, when I discovered or studied the theory of color, was another universe for me. Complete change everything. Then it starts to come all my good works, as I think now, is after Josef Albert, because then I start to play in every. Okay, how he played with the blue and the yellow, and the blue and the yellow if you put orange, and then I start to apply his theory. And he showed the theory in a very abstract way, but I start to apply in a very figurative way, and I start to work, and I say, wow, this is cool. This is cool. And then, of course, I start to put some elements a little bit abstract, and everything starts to melt together. I say, oh, this is super cool. And I remember I saw a documentary of Roberto Mata, one of the surrealists from Chile, from the group of the surrealists. He met all them. And he also gave me a tip there. There is the...
fucking flies back.
And he gave me...
Them.
He gave me...
Ooh.
yeah, of course.
Well, if it's easy to do it, if you've got a magazine that you don't want to...
It's on the chocolate.
No, they don't want this to the children.
We're keeping this in.
No, not in the chocolate. Bastard. He's mocking us.
Yeah, there's that, because this is poison. That's so good, yeah.
And that's alright?
Yeah, he's covered.
He ain't all right.
Yeah.
Oh shit, he's still alive. Shit, damn.
Just step on him.
A little bit more. He has to suffer. So
His lips are moving. He's still moving.
Hey.
Fuck it. It's a mercy killing.
So but I was in a good part of the conversation. But we can edit that part, no? We can edit that part. Yeah, we have to edit a lot with the fly.
Wait,
We'll see.
we are going. This
I'm
is
an
for
animal
Patreon,
lover.
guys. Okay, this is a special. This is extra. We've been like 1 hour before the flies, so that can be the main episode, and then this can be extra. Because we are also building up the community.
Okay, yeah.
For Patreon.
Yeah.
And
because the fly start when? All the conversation or no?
after 1 hour. Yeah.
Yeah.
But how long have we done now?
50 minutes.
Okay.
How much?
50 minutes?
Because the last subject when we start to talk about the theory of color, but we can have fun for later, because I don't remember. I was explaining
stuff. Yeah.
I was explaining this just to go back when I discovered Josef Albert. You talk about the Germans, of course, the Bauhaus we talk, but then, of course, I understand how the color the interaction of the colors, how the perception of the colors is complete different, and then you have tones of colors, and you have brightness of colors, and so depends of the color you put beside. One color can be more out or more in, so you can really start to play with them. With the painting, with the perception of the painting. And that I think is beautiful, because when you start to understand that, it's more information to your head to build my monsters.
Yeah. Because the play of light and shadow, a chiaroscuro, is that how you pronounce it? Chiaroscuro.
Yeah.
The technique. So, but with the play with a kaleidoscope of colours, and also with the greens, when you look out in nature, there's way more than 50 shades of green, isn't there?
Yeah.
So it's a much more vibrant colour, and it changes as well with the light. That's the thing with colours.
Is the perception of every color. You never see a color actually in a natural state, because you always have a color beside. So actually now we have white light, what is the best to understand the color, but there we have yellow color. If I paint with yellow color, all my paintings will be a little bit yellow warm. So that is also when you work, is for me I prefer to use the white light, because it's more neutral, then I can really see the colors, and then I can play with the colors beside. But that I just want to say, it's not an obligation to know, but help a lot.
Yeah.
I am against the academies, because I think as whatever education we can have it by ourselves. Academy is just an institution where we have to pay and we have a diploma.
Yeah. Autodidact university. That's what we call this podcast, where we.
Or we've been in university, but how many subjects in necessaries and signatures in necessaries?
Yeah.
And you have to student, you have to pass it, you're struggling and student night, and then you never use.
You could judge yourself.
Like, this is more true with arts than with, I don't know, like, there certain types of job need that higher level of education because of the risk management in it.
If the building falls down and kills 40 people, that means you're a bad architect.
So certain basic level needs to be. That's the university or any level of education. The point of it, right? But then when you want to become great at what you do, if you love the subject, right, then you naturally expand your horizons, and you want to understand like all the layers, like the whole.
And it's
area.
never ending.
Yes, it's never ending.
It's almost more to learn.
Yeah,
but it's beautiful.
Yes.
And also like you are educating yourself also through your experience. Like if you just observe colors in nature and so on, like it's so inspiring. The night, the sky night, right?
The really light nights in Norway as well, and that, because
or the northern lights, right?
Yeah,
like it's all inspiration. Like the universe is so big, the world is so big and so beautiful, and it shows you itself in so many ways if you dare to explore it.
Yeah, and something you mentioned about the night, but you also mentioned before about the bright in the darkness. Of course, it's a lot of bright, it's a lot of colors there. It's other tones of colors, but it's a lot of colors. It's melodies.
It's like closing your eyes as hard as you can until you see the brightness, the stars. This sort of
it's like it's a lot of harmony there.
Yeah,
we have to just take the time, look at and feeling, because sometimes they say no, but it's too dark. Sometimes they relate the darkness with something bad. Bad, to be bad is to be bad.
That's what
dark is. Like a bit different. Like, come on.
Yeah, I mean, my therapist keeps telling me you got to do a happy poem. So, no, mate, no. It's never going to happen.
A happy poem. Come on, Simon.
You
have to challenge
once
yourself.
You are there, once you arrive to your happy place, then you do it.
My happy place is world domination in my own world, 500 BC. So, but with words and everything, you're painting with words, your visualization and that, and
the meaning of the words, right?
The intent behind it, or what's the feeling of the words as well, the meter and the rhythm, because you're also attached to music as well. Music inspires you, and that if Goya is the Ozzy Osbourne of metal,
make that relationship. Goya, Goya is the Ozzy Osbourne in the
there's a lot of analogies that we could use there. And with the the different styles that you've been doing as well, because like with the airbrush stuff and with the advent of the color and everything, the classical styles, the Geiger mix of organic and mechanic, and also the even the black and white prints. You know, I mean, yeah, the joy. I mean, I'm a cartoon fanatic, comics guy very much as well, and yeah, I'm pretty crap at colours, except for red. On my body is my canvas, and I bleed a lot. But there's it seems to me like it's such a big world.
Sin City.
Oh yeah, Sin City, yeah.
I have somewhere that book, because that book inspired me a lot. Frank Miller.
Yes, it's brilliant stuff. But that's more minimalistic in a way. A lot of his drawing styles as well.
Yeah, because it's more shadow. It's
that's
more
chiaroscuro.
Yeah.
That is that style, isn't it? But you do that as well. You know, with your own graphic representation novel here.
Östbanehallen.
Yeah, Östbanehall. Yeah. So you'll never travel by train in Norway the same again, or sane again, I should say, because there's
a lot of things happen there.
Yeah, and when I was reading this, or the pages in my version, some of them are stuck together, so ease them apart. That happens.
Yeah, but you have a good experience with the comic?
Yeah, a good journey, yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of associations that it brought as well. Okay. And then I thought, where have I seen that before? And then some of the stuff is in your paintings as well.
Yeah.
So I love the cross-referential elements in things. And we talked about the Lovecraft style, the Cthulhu, you know, the unknown unknowns, the depths of our fraught imagination. And so how much does the catharsis element, because if this is a nightmarish, I always get this question every time I write a nice poem, but getting rid of these or channeling out these images and nightmares and visions as well, it's a great source of inspiration, and then you feel better after. I don't know if that makes any sense. Do you? How sad do you get, mate? And does a painting make you feel better?
I think it's part of me. It's me. It's the essence of me. It's just maybe I communicate better myself through the paintings, because you can really read me and know me through what I draw. Mm-hmm. Maybe my speak language is not the best way to communicate. So for me, it's not nightmare anymore. They are character. I face them in different.
Well, they're all our nightmares now.
they're in reality, but I face them in dreams. I face them, and I don't lie to you. Sometimes when weird things happen in this studio, when I'm working late and something extra normal occur, I have to face them. I say, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Don't scare me. I create you. Yeah. You are here because I paint you. Just to feel like cojones. Don't be afraid. And then I say, what the fuck? Well, I'm playing with too much energy.
You're a really nervous person and locked in here by mistake, you know, with paranoia.
The colors bring a cool harmony. Will be different. I can imagine if it's other artists who paint more dark.
Yeah.
Maybe then maybe the perception of that monsters will be more like afraid. But in my case, it's part of me. I really enjoy, and when I learn how to control my dreams, how to go through my dreams, and I feel very fascinating to go to sleep and have experience, because I know something will happen there. It's more exciting to go to sleep than the real life, for example.
Damn,
the monotony of the real life. Because when I have that capacity to always happen things, and I love it. That moment, I say,
so embrace.
I'm not marching that much anymore. I prefer to sleep.
Okay, guys, thanks for watching our episode. If you liked the art you saw this episode, check out the totolara.com. or Instagram Toto Lara, right?
Yeah, that's right.
All the links are down in description, and
Or you'll find him at the nearest cool metal festival.
and thanks for watching.
Yeah. Cheers. Ciao.